Good day, lords and ladies. Welcome back to Black Book with me, Cornish-knight. We are going to go and destroy the changeling demon that has taken, which switched places with Nikolai's wife. Let's be off about it. Thick woods are growing near the Abetkin waters. They're called the same way as the ones near Pianteg. I wonder why.
You hear the loud cries of an infant coming from the woods. Is this a demon's trick or an actual child? You can't tell from here. You see a defenseless infant lying between the branches of a split tree. There are some gifts for the Leshi nearby. It seems that the peasants left their child in hopes that he would be cured of a disease. As a rule, the baby is left for several days in a forest in the hope of a miracle. You know well that the Leshi won't bother to help the child get well. This infant won't survive the night out here on its own. You think about what to do next.
We can bring him to the village, we can steal the gifts, we can take the gifts and bring him to the village. Probably if we do this when we get both the rewards and the sin. I want to try and lose some sin, so let's take him to the village.
You bring the child to the closest village.
Okay, so we lost sin and we've got some experience.
You get lucky and quickly find the child's parents. You explain to them the dangers of such treatment and tell them to come to you for advice and herbs. The parents look scared, and it seems that they've learned their lesson.
Okay, try and keep our sin down. Cold Creek, a reputed herbalist lives near this creek.
It seems the witch doctor expected your visit. She must have learned about it from her chorts. Her entire house is filled with fragrant, dried herbs. It seems this is the place to buy some useful ones.
What? Want some pranics? I've sold everything already. Oh, you want some herbs? Well, take a look then.
Right, so she has a whole collection of herbs. Some of them are nice. Remove curse. Remove one harm status effect. Extra armor. For a round. Replenish health. We have lots of basic ones. I might grab just one of these ones. Just in case we need it. So let's go back to the world map. Old church.
You notice a familiar silhouette of the wooden church among the branches. You decide to come inside and rest a bit from the long road. When you come closer, you understand that this church has been long since abandoned. The windows are boarded up, and here and there you can see holes in the walls, as black as empty eye sockets.
Investigate the church.
You can't overcome your curiosity and push on the mossy door. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. You take several steps forward. Old wooden planks creak beneath your feet. You feel extremely uneasy, a familiar feeling that suggests that this rotten corpse of a holy place is now a dwelling for evil spirits. You barely have enough time to draw a circle before grotesque, demonic shadows emerge from the dark corners.
Okay, so what have we got? Okay, in 3 times he's got to do that damage to us. So we need to focus on him, really. This would be good. Opening salvo. And we killed him. Well. Unfortunately, this is going to be a pain. He's got to do skin. Okay. That should do enough to basically kill him off. There we go. Nothing I really want. Some rule pulls and some experience. And we'll push on to the road. Solkamesk Road. This wide road leads from Vilgot to Shuden. From there it continues on to other cities, even Perm.
At night, the roads of Perm province are not the safest of places for the common folk. This time, it is not demons that block your path, but rather 3 highwaymen.
Ask Nikolai for help.
Nikolai fearlessly walks towards the bandit, but then stops dead in his tracks. The bandit is an old comrade of his. After a brief conversation, the bandits disappear into the forest.
That was lucky. Cemetery. Cemetery of Zaholotnyag village. This old cemetery is abandoned. It is said people of ancient times are buried here. This means that this is a powerful place. Maybe I could find something useful.
You enter an old moonlit cemetery. Wooden tombstones are half broken. They stand in the dark like a squad of silent soldiers, each one staring at you blindly. You remember that this is the cemetery where the old hag Manka was buried. She was a famous witch Ikotnik.
Ikotniks are witches and coldoons that spend special demons called Ikotniks. People possessed by an Ikotnik scream strange words and act uncontrollably.
You search the silent cemetery and feel your skin crawl, a sign that evil spirits are nearby. One of the graves is dug up as if by a wild beast. You come closer. You almost fall over, but hold on to an old cross. Immediately, you realize that the old witch left her demons inside the crucifix.
Here we go. Okay. He's getting armoured up and he's attacking us off the bat. Okay. So he's doing 10. Okay. Okay, not a ton of damage. Take him out. He wastes his turn armouring someone up that's not there. Okay, so let's go. St. George. Get that up. He's got to hit us. We have no armour. Okay. You lose a bit of damage, but I need the armour. Here we go. Don't need any of those. Experience, some ruples. Fantastic. Oh, we missed this. Small settlement.
You breathe in the chilly air. The night silence envelops you like a black blanket. You look around. The village houses are frozen still, waiting for the dawn. At the village edge, you notice the bent shadow of an abandoned izba. Inside, you notice a crooked doorway to a galbetz and an ink-black cellar behind it. You peek inside. The cellar has been buried beneath the earth and broken boards for a long time now.
Golbetz cellar. The Golbetz is a wooden izba is a construction near the furnace that can be used to reach the top of the furnace and also serve as an entrance to the basement. tall ones are called golbets lockers and can serve as a closet with decorated partitions and narrow door. The golbets served as the entrance to a stairway leading down to the basement. Food and products were kept in the coolest part of the golbets. Sometimes the closest portion is called the upper golbets, and the basement is called the lower golbets. Golbets were traditionally placed near the furnace opposite the red corner. Okay. Prison baths. You can hear songs. It seems someone is hosting an evening gathering. I do like the music in this game.
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while.
An evening party for young folk.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song. You finally reach the changeling bride's home village. Houses are scattered among grim firs. You feel the presence of evil spirits, and the book also seems to tremble with anticipation. You soon find the izba, where the presence of evil spirits is strongest. As you approach, you hear the shrill cries of a baby coming from inside. The bride bites her lip and shifts from one foot to the other. You sigh. You'll need to make the first move.
What have you done, you rascal? Right, this is... Oh, we already had that one. Where is... There we go. Call Doom Initiation. You've clambered down to the half. Okay, no, we've read that one. Okay. No, we've read these ones, right? The mill that stood still, demons at the mill, witch, little men, what have you done, you rascals? That was the one with the jewelry box. Bannex, children, the children stolen in the Banyar. Okay. Baby cried. Okay. And that's the song we just learnt. Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Who goes there? My baby can't sleep. Who are you girls? What do you need?
Your child is a demon. See for yourself. Yabduriha's changeling lies in the cradle, looking exactly like a human baby. How can I make him show his true form?
In the piece of lore, we've seen like the person threw it over their soda.
You lift the baby and quickly toss it over your shoulder.
Christ's kingdom, what are you doing, you witch?
Take a look at who you're raising.
The crying baby turns into a piece of wood.
Step aside. Hide over the stove.
As soon as the mother and daughter climb above the stove, the log attacks you.
Okay. And it's going to give itself 20 armor. We're not going to allow it to get to that stage. So let's get some damage out. Let's go. Right, it's armoring up. Summon more evil spirits. Okay. So we need to. That's going to go at the end, which is positive status effects. That's not going to affect the armor, unfortunately. So let's do this. Replenish, bonus action. No, that's going to be the best we can do. Yeah, it would hide your status and it's eternal, so we can't see status effects. Okay. So this thing's going to punch us, get armor up. This is going to hurt unless we tank. I'm going to say it's probably this one is trying to armor up. Let's go. Okay, this is the one that's got the This is the one that's got the poison, so that's the one we're going to go after. This is going to hurt. Okay, cancel that. We're going to go. Hit him, please. We need to throw some armor up. It'll give us a bit of protection, not a ton. Let's go. Okay, we should be able to eat some of this damage. Actually, the poison should finish it off. Yes, fantastic. Experience and ruples.
The bride tells her mother who she is. They hug. You can only guess how it feels to lose 18 years of your life. At the same time, the log turns into black smoke and sweeps into the black book. You feel dizzy. The world turns around you in a violent gale, disappearing in flames. Everything becomes dark.
Impressive. In only a week's time, the first seal is gone. All that's left is to open the seal. As I told you, you are very talented.
So what do I do now? Where do I find the next evil spirit?
You can't figure this out yourself? Others have spent years, decades even, just to break one seal. The next seal, as you know, is of water. I imagine it won't be difficult to find Evogenoi. Not in your neck of the woods.
A male water spirit.
Who did it before me?
People of greatness who became greater when they reached the end of the Black Book. The Black Book makes wishes come true. It can be used in many ways. You should think about how you can use it.
What happened to that log? Why was it sucked into the book?
Surely you don't think you get your wishes for free. You must feed the fire. Some spirits just vanish, absorbed by the book. Others possesses power enough to break the seal.
Who are you and why do you drag me into this hole? Why shouldn't I feed you to my book?
And lose such an invaluable helper. All of your Zagavars. It is I who empower them. They would not be as strong without me in your service. You will learn the nature of such things in time.
Why are the seals blocked with passes? Was the book written by the people of Perm?
Nothing of the sort. The book changes, adapts. I think the book has been testing you. If you could not figure out the primitive symbols of the truths, you would be unworthy of it.
It's time for me to return to the light.
Is that all you wished to ask me? Very well. You may go. We will meet again when you break the water seal. I would, however, think carefully on the subject of our next chat if I were you. Me being such a priceless assistant.
Yeah, I don't trust him. It's probably going to be the devil, I bet. Tends to be in these cases.
Wake up, Vasya! Vasilisa!
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up here? A minute ago, no one was here.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone. Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasya. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
Okay, got one visitor.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What brings you here?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ust-Barovsk. I have a salt factory there. I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt works. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
Major administrative subdivision of Russian Empire.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other day, some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing?
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night, filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift. He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared. Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box. I couldn't tell which. Come morning, I saddled the horses.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near Ust-Urolka. We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Permianka is what we call our salt. Accidents happen, can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters, one after the other. But we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
Salt pans. The presence of strong salt brine and vast woodlands on the banks of the Kama, Korsvoja and Ulska contributed to the rapid growth in the number of salt pans. Initially, salt was boiled out of the brine, extracted from wells with primitive brine pipes. Later, salt refineries emerged with more complex extraction processes. Some of them stayed active up until the second half of the 20th century. Okay, you have unlocked the Black Book seal. You can find new pages for choosing any unlocked seal. You can find new pages by choosing any unlocked seal section. At the start, you can only choose from several available pages. The rest you'll have to get by defeating every spirit or completing tasks. So this is our current layout with what we have and what we have access to. As you can see, some of the cards I just didn't pick up. I just don't like some of the low damage ones, so I didn't take them. And they will probably turn up. We can also switch over to a new book, as you can see, which resets everything. So that's what we currently have, and that's what we have. We have a couple of things lying around spare we could take if we wanted to. And the new book, Aspen Seal, it's unlocked. It gives us access to these spells. Gestures does not expend word power. Or does not expend word slots for cigarettes. Well versed style, this page effect applies if all pages of the cigarette are of the matching colour. So if we play all white cards, this basically triggers. And then we have Eternal. The status does not vanish with battle progress. Damage 1, health lost 1. Deals 1 damage, and it deals damage 1 damage when you lose health. In Kane, the page effect multiplies by 1 for every other page, same colour in the cigarette. So basically, this plays off the fact is if we have a pure dark deck, or we have a lot of dark cards, this thing triggers. Let's get back to the talk.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient or consecrated item?
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodyanoi?
With the Vodyanoi? He doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodyanoi vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organize transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go on ahead. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there instantly. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
Right, so let's talk to Proska.
Vasya, what's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pat me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, all right?
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better Susetko. I have to feed you for that out of my can heart. Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Why, stop. Come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor. All right, I get it. I will do a better job as a Susietka from now on.
That's better. Next time my heat will find its mark.
He is not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right? What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We Susietkas can see future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from Chut tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chut? They say Chut are small and wide-eyed. And you're cats!
There are spirits like that, called Chut. People lived here, a tribe like Komi-Pyrmians, a long time ago. So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold, so I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was Susietka in that Isba. Tell you later.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take your pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people see us as shadows, nothing more. The rest they imagine themselves.
Let's go. We'll talk.
Right, trying to pet the... Task has failed. Right, meaningless job. Send him. Like, these two are the least problems I have. This guy's a pain. Right, that's done. Let's look at the book. So we've got 239 to play with. What do we want to pull out of the pages? Okay, well, first things first. Do we want to go all damage? I can't move. Okay, so we need to actually... Okay, let's get those in. Get those out. Let's... Okay, get those two in. And that one out. And let's get those ones in. Okay, there's that. Get that. We'll grab a couple of those because they're useful. Okay. When it comes to these ones, what do we want? Get rid of that. I want that stuff because it's useful. That's because it's good. Never will hurt, one never hurt. Okay. Those ones are useful for getting rid of stuff. Okay. And then that as the core setup. Don't have a lot of healing stuff. And we'll grab another healing one. Okay. Then let's look at the pages we can add from here. That's quite good. If it's all white, you get loads of armour. That's a gesture. How likely are we to get all black? So far, not a lot. That's powerful if we can get that to trigger. If not, not so much. That could be useful. I'll grab a couple. And then we'll go back to here. And I'll grab a couple of these. And we'll grab the lock. Just add a lot more dark cards to our deck so we can trigger them. I mean, lock isn't great. But take the extra armor out. We'll run with this setup. See how it is. Yeah, grab a couple of black keys. Because they'll play into us having more black cards on the field. The thing is, we won't be able to trigger the St. George effect on that turn if we have them, which is annoying. But we'll see how it goes. Just a heads up, this is the furthest I've got in the game, even in single player, on my own without this being recorded, so I don't know what's beyond this. Right. So we start off. There's the goal. And yeah, some information. Ooh, a new song, and we can take a companion. Yeah, we can take Proska. That's fine. And we go to the post station. You can find the stations all over the gubernia, and they're a place to rest and change horses. Interesting. Let's have a look around. Chiden, 100 verst, 66 miles. Sol Mask, 22 verst, 14 miles. Ust Ulka, 10 verst, 6.6 miles. Okay. Let's grab the herb. Interesting. Snake's herb. You toss this herb at the foot of a someone's band. Someone can therefore start fighting and break each other's instruments. Bewilder for 2. Yeah, that's nice. Magpies.
A restless mischief of magpies is circling the telegraph post. The white collars of these birds flicker in the moonlight.
Kill a magpie?
You read a black zagavar. One of the birds drops dead at your feet. The other birds scatter with a chatter.
Dead magpie. Herbs and healing zagavars restore +2. Very nice. So, isn't that... So it's basically a less effective version of Red Fred. That's unfortunate. Gain +3 waste at the start of battle. Okay. Prayer. I think we've got to take out that. And we're going to go... Extra health is nice, but I want to try out this. See how it plays. And there's the herb. There's nothing off the edge of the map. Okay. But I think this is a good place to end the episode for today, folks, as we press on to get the third seal unlocked. I've been Cornish-knight, this has been the Black Book, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.